Hey, I'm working on a edited version of a video, and I wanted to do this one very simply with this gay marriage, same-sex marriage law passing. A lot of, religious conservative people have had outrage, even invoking the Constitution and the definition of marriage and all that, and usually it's out of homophobia. And it's funny how a lot of homophobes end up coming out of the closet later or praying the gay away or whatever the fuck. And, one day I was, discussing with, an older guy, older Latin guy, and he has his, homophobic moments and stuff. And it occurred to me, using the Socratic method, a airtight way you can show a homophobe how stupid their thinking is. Okay? And it goes something like this. Now, you gotta ask them these questions, okay, and they gotta be willing to answer, and maybe by the third or fourth question, they may catch on where you're going and start to squirm and stuff like that, and that's what they do. But if you get them to the end, maybe the light bulb will go off. And it goes something like this. You ask them very simply, are you a heterosexual? They're gonna say yes. Okay. Have you ever had sex? They're gonna say yes. Okay, did you get an erection? They're going to say yes, because there's no way to have sex with a wet noodle, right? Okay, now, did you consciously cause that erection, or did your body do it because of your attraction to the female? Now, at that point, they may see where you're going, but get them to answer, their body did it. If they can will an erection into existence, they should be porn stars. So now you've got them to admit that you need an erection to have sex, and their body did it. They didn't will it themselves. Okay, now you ask them, do you get an erection around naked men? And of course they have to answer. They may be offended, they may, change the subject. Who knows what they're going to do? But you got to get them to answer. Very simple yes or no. Do you get an erection around naked men? And if you do, then you might be bisexual. No big deal. And if they say no, then they say, oh, so your body gets an erection around members of the opposite sex, which is a requirement to have sex, right? See, they may see where you're going. They may start to squirm a bit. So then you ask them, do you think gay men have a special power to will erections around men and not women? Or maybe it's that when they're around naked men or men they find attractive, they get an erection. Their body gives them an erection. You see, it's not the person's choice. So, are you discriminating against someone for something their body does beyond their control? Like where they were born, how tall they are? Because if you're discriminating against someone of what their body does naturally, then you're a bigot.